Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I am a professional intuitive empath, and today we are going to jump right into it. You're here because this is Tarot to Go, and the Magician card that was on the thumbnail pulled you in, and I am so grateful that you are here with me, because this is how we're going to get some tarot tea, a little tarot tea, a little tarot to go. The Magician. My angels guided me to create a series, just a quick preface here, so that you could quickly do a reading for yourself if you do not have access to a professional intuitive empath like myself, or you are not resonating with the millions, feels like, of tarot readers that are on all of the socials, between TikTok to Instagram to YouTube, right? So if you, Facebook included, if you are not resonating with that and you are wanting to become more knowledgeable so that you can understand what's happening, then this is a little series here to educate you, but also to inform you and to strengthen your intuition. So I've designed this so that you can go through and pick no more than 3, don't overwhelm yourself, guys, of the cards that are here in the menu that will be here, 70 something before it's all over, and you can formulate and cultivate your own reading for the day. Sometimes you may only need one. You have a question on your heart, you are the querent, the asker of the question, and that means that what you're going to do is pick out something that's right for you. Let's talk about the Magician. So with the Magician, what we're dealing with is an energy associated with Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication and is ruled astrologically by Gemini. So it can have duality, as everything in our consciousness does. It's a messenger of the Roman gods. It's also understood that the Magician is privy to the secrets of the gods. Now, if you're looking at the traditional rider rate at the tarot card, the Magician is a card where there are tools before you on a table, and then the Magician's hand is up in the air. There is the figure 8 turned on its side, which is a sign of infinity, which is about ever interchanging energy, like the flow of energy that's going like this. So it means that your worldly knowledge, your education, as well as your intuition help you come to the best decisions. It also means that there could be some trickery afoot as well. If you're asking about someone else, it also means that you may need to look at this a different way and come up with a more creative solution. Okay, so what it deals with is the Magician is privy to the secrets of the gods, and in turn translates them to us lowly mortals. In a reading, this card represents the bridge between the world of the spirit and the world of humanity. In practical terms, the Magician is the archetypal achiever. He is able to trust his instincts and facilitate new beginnings. This card represents the beginning of significant events. Our actions will affect things that could impact the rest of our lives. So it's necessary to consider the meaning of whatever is happening and understand the nature of karma. Past actions affect our present responses, which in turn affect our future destiny ad infinitum. So this is not a card to be taken lightly. Knowledge is power in this situation. This is not just simply knowing the facts, although it's very important, but also it's about self-knowledge here. The ability to listen to your inner voice or instinct. You're encouraged to realize your full potential and to understand that the possibility is unlimited if you start your own journey with an open heart. So the shadow side, because every card has a light and a shadow. Now here's the thing, here's how that would happen. If you were pulling the card and it came out reverse, you hear a lot of readers say, I don't read reversals because we always want to stay in love and light. Well, what I found is that those reversals help us really see things clearly and get it right. Because if you are not acknowledging the duality that we very much traffic in, what you will be missing is vital information that's going to help you catapult back out into the atmosphere again in a positive way where you can actually get your work done. So the shadow side of this card is to acknowledge that power can be abused. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Okay? Power can be abused. The great achiever could become the great manipulator. The Magician, right? What you see is not before your eyes. Abracadabra, voila, magic. And we're enchanted, but there is a manipulation that's happening. Now, sometimes you are being guided by your angels and ancestors to finesse something, to put a special, je ne sais quoi onto a situation. But understand what your intention is and where you're doing it out of. We all know what it feels like to be manipulated, and we don't like it. So when that power is in your hands, because we all will get a turn around that wheel to feel that, then they're asking you to be circumspect and to be careful so that you are not dwelling in shadow, okay? All right. Or they're saying what you're asking about or the person you're asking about very, very well may be dwelling in shadow, actually. All right. So the shadow side of the card is about the power and it being abused. All right. So no one can truly have all the answers to everything. The key to success is not to deceive yourself or others about your ability. That is one of the things that I say very often to my clients, my friends. While I am very certain about the things I'm right about, I am not right about everything. And oh my God, do I not get shown that on a regular basis. My angels very much steep me in humility, and if you're an empath, you're watching, you understand exactly what I mean. We don't get away with much, and they pull our chain very quickly if we get out of order, if we're filled with hubris, if we start to get cocky, or if we abuse our power. So I am very careful, even if someone feels as though I may have abused my power, because sometimes we don't realize how far reaching our power is or how influential we are. And if I realize that I'm causing a wound to someone, or I have potentially, I acknowledge it, I speak to it, I apologize about it, and I deal with it. And I acknowledge my shadow side that could have caused that, or if I don't feel like I was culpable, but still feelings were hurt, I deal with it. Because that's the only way you can have integrity. Only you can be that person. So when the magician comes up, you have the ability to solve something. This could be happening because you have a business question coming up, because you don't understand how to fix a problem at work, or how to navigate or negotiate with a colleague. There are a myriad of reasons that this could come up in your life. But what you need to understand is when it comes up, what they're trying to teach you is the power is always in your hands. Use what you know and what you've learned, because we all have gleaned a certain set of skills. Like Liam Neeson says, I have a special set of skills, right? To be able to figure something out. But the best skill that we have is this crown chakra and intuition. Okay, so that's what you need to know when the magician presents itself in your tarot to go. Kitchen wisdom is this: true alchemy involves a sense of rightness and timing. Trust your instincts. Test the temperature of the air as well as the oven. That's something I learned in culinary school, is to calibrate your oven. Okay, you calibrate your oven because every oven cooks at a different temperature. It could be a few degrees off, just like your microwave could be a few degrees off, or it could be a higher kilowatt than it could be higher wattage than another one. So you could put a bag of popcorn in for a minute and a half in one, 2 minutes in another, almost 3 in another, and you might have various stages of that acidic, burnt smell that is so iconically attached to popcorn. But it's because everyone's microwave is calibrated differently, and our ovens are calibrated differently. The message, maybe someone needs to check the calibration of their oven. But what it means is you need to understand what temperature you're starting at and assess all of these variables, especially when the magician comes up. So that's what you need to know in your tarot to go, okay? If you have pulled this card today, it means that a situation, a conundrum has come your way. I'm going to clarify it with a card. Yeah. Okay, so it's so interesting. What I have is a Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles here is dealing with not being. You have all of these earthly tools in front of you. You are not satisfied, though, is what I'm feeling, or something around you doesn't feel satisfactory. You're not satisfied with the answer you're getting. If you're asking about another person, you're not satisfied with the outcome that you're receiving. You should be, because everything in front of you looks as though it should be right, but it's not. Something is saying, dig a little deeper. There's a little bit of trickery afoot. I'm going to clarify that one more time. To the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get to the direction that you need to be, but you have to get there with full stability. A lot of earth energy and grounding. Also, that's what they're pointing me to. When you are having this card come up for you, go outside and ask your question. Go for a quick short walk, get grounded with the earth, because when we feel tricked, the best way to recenter is to access our root chakra, which is done by being outside, by touching grass, by sitting down on the ground, by taking a walk, even if you don't want to sit down. So they're saying if you are confused, empath, go outside and ground and refuse your intuition with your earthly and worldly knowledge, and you will come to the best answer. Or click through my Tarot to Go series, pick another card and clarify it. To clarify is to say, well, if this means this and I hold it against this, now the blending of both answers gives me clarification as to what actually exists. All right, guys, so good sharing energy with you. Come back and join me next time on Tarot to Go, and we'll continue to evolve together.